Detroit. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Henry up the middle, shreds the tackle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run the option. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, here's Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson now. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Lions at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 5. Goff. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Gibbs. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And this time he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson on first down. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now Jackson on second down.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Play action. It's Goff.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
But he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we'd get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Goff now to throw.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that,
I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right.
From the red zone now, Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Goff.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Fourth down, a give to Gibbs.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. That stop made by Jack Campbell. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Henry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got room. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Goff now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Jackson to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.